भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्.
In the previous episode, we explored the qualities of a pandit or a wise person as described by Vidur. A pandit is someone who knows themselves, works hard, stays patient, and focuses on what is right and virtuous. They act with honesty, avoid arrogance, and remain steady in their goals, even in challenging situations. We also saw how a pandit balances life's goals, values knowledge, and contributes to the well-being of others with humility and generosity. I would like to convey a small disclaimer before starting new episode. In Sanskrit, the language often uses the male pronoun he when referring to rules or qualities that apply to both genders. This is a grammatical convention and not a reflection of gender bias. When a rule or concept is meant exclusively for women, it is specifically mentioned. Vidur Niti is meant for everyone, men, women, kings, and commoners alike. It offers timeless wisdom for all human beings. Now, as we continue our journey into Vidur Niti, we will shift our focus to the opposite of wisdom, foolishness. In this episode, we'll uncover who is considered a foolish person according to Vidur. What are the behaviors and actions that define foolishness? How does such behavior affect a person's life and relationships? Let's dive in to learn the characteristics of a fool and the lessons Vidur teachings have for us all. Vidur says, "He who is ignorant of the scriptures yet proud, who is poor but builds castles in the dreams without doing hard work, and who wishes to obtain things without any exertion on his part, is called a fool by the wise men. He who forsakes his own work and concerns himself with the objectives of his enemies, and who is deceitful with his friends, is called a fool. He who likes those persons who should not be liked, forsakes those who may legitimately be desired, and bears malice towards those who are powerful, is regarded as a foolish person. He who regards his foe as his friend, who hates and bears malice towards his friend, and who commits wicked deeds, is said to be a fool. O the best among the Bharata race! He who propagates his future plans, trusts no one, and takes a long time to complete an act which requires a short time, is a fool. He who does not assign their due share of corn, water, and clothes with Shraddha to the pith, who does not worship deity, who does not honor the learned, and who does not do good to fire, air, water, etc., by pouring oblations in the fire. Here pouring oblations means doing yajna, and who does not acquire noble-minded friends, is said to be a person of foolish soul. Here, Shraddha means honoring parents with reverence. The word Pitri has a wide meaning. In addition to father and mother, it includes saintly persons, priests, preceptors, and protectors of the city and country. Deity has two kinds, living and non-living. Living deities include scholars, sannyasi, learned guests, preceptors, and God Almighty. Non-living deities include fire, air, water, earth, etc. One who takes advantage of all of them but offers nothing in return is truly a fool. Here, giving return to God Almighty means performing acts of kindness and showing mercy to all beings because everything belongs to God Almighty, and we can only thank Him for everything by showing kindness. He who enters an assembly or another man's house uninvited, talks much without being asked, trusts the untrustworthy, or believes in what should not be believed, is verily a fool and the lowest of the low. That man who, being himself guilty, blames others for the same conduct, and who, though impotent, gives vent to anger, is the most foolish among men. That man who, without knowing his own strength, desires an object devoid of both virtue and wealth, difficult of acquisition, without adopting adequate means, is said to be a fool in this world. O King, he who advises the undeserving who keeps company with the wretched and destitute, and who takes refuge in misers, is said to have little sense. Who is more cruel and heartless than he who, though possessing wealth in piles, eats alone and wears excellent robes himself without distributing his wealth among his servants and dependents? While one person commits sins and earns money by evil means, many enjoy the fruits resulting from it. But in the end, it is the doer alone to whom the sin is attached, while those who enjoy the fruits escape unhurt. When an archer shoots an arrow, he may or may not succeed in killing even one person. But when a smart person uses their intelligence in a harmful way, they can destroy an entire kingdom, including its king. Use intelligence to tell right from wrong, and use it wisely to control people around you. Bring 3 types of people, friends, neutrals, and enemies, under control using 4 methods: Sam, calm and kind words; Dam, gifts or rewards; Dand, punishment; and Bhed, creating division or fear. Friends can be managed through kind words, neutral people through gifts and reasoning, and enemies through all 4 methods. Control the 5 senses and understand 6 types of strategies. Making peace with the enemy, Sandhi; declaring war, Vigra; taking action, Yan; staying passive, Asan; dividing forces, Dvedha; and seeking protection or alliance with a stronger power, Samashray. In this episode, we learned from Vidur about the traits of a foolish person. A fool is someone who makes poor decisions, ignores responsibilities, and acts without wisdom or foresight. Vidur teaches us the importance of self-awareness, wise choices, and respecting all aspects of life, from family to nature. Remember, Vidur Niti offers valuable lessons for everyone. It's not just for kings or men, but for every human being seeking to live wisely and virtuously. Thank you for joining us on Satya Vivechan for episode 2. Stay tuned for more insightful wisdom from Vidur in our upcoming episodes.
Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate.